Today is Wednesday, June 3rd. I am your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Welcome to this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Now the news in detail. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, Nevis Division's collaboration with the St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force has received the public's support, says Superintendent Hilroy Brandy. He said over the last 2 weeks, a contingent of Defence Force personnel has been augmenting policing efforts on Nevis. They are assisting in daily policing patrols in communities, interacting with the residents, and assisting the police force in its day-to-day operations. With crime trending downward in Nevis, Brandy said the security forces will remain proactive. Superintendent Brandy expressed that the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force has an ongoing recruiting effort and encouraged young men and women to explore a possible career in law enforcement. It is a noble and satisfying work. Meantime, Assistant Commissioner of Police responsible for crime, Ian Quilly, reported that the statistics from the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, RSCNPF, indicate that major crimes are down in the first quarter of 2015 when compared to the same period last year. There were 634 reported cases in the major crime category in 2013. The figure decreased to 401 in 2014 and was recorded at 180 reported cases from January to April in 2015. However, there were increases recorded in the area of murder and shootings. Major crime covers incidences of murder, break-in, larceny, robbery, wounding, firearm, and drug and malicious damage or arson. A number of arrests have been made recently in several cases, including robbery and homicide. Ballistic technology and forensic methods are being relied on to help strengthen the prosecution's charges. Assistant Commissioner of Police Ian Quilly said while the police will remain at the forefront in tackling antisocial elements, support is needed from all segments of society in this regard.
On Saturday, that is June the 13th, we have the first in a series of Island Wild bar crawls. The bar crawls this year will be sponsored by Caribbery as they were last year, and we are going to be making several stops at major bars around Nevis promoting Culturama and also promoting music festival, because the music festival marketing team will be on board with us next week on our first Caribbery's Music Festival Island Wild bar crawl.
That was manager of the Nevis Culturama Secretariat, Abernathy Liburd, giving a detailed update on an upcoming activity for Culturama 41. Liburd also stated that the soca and calypso monarchs are off to a good start.
I'm happy to report that the calypso season is off to a good start. We have some 8 calypsonians that have already released songs for Culturama 41. Persons wishing to listen to these songs can go to our Culturama website, which is www.culturama.nevis.com/C41/music, and they can listen to some 17 songs, I think, that are already posted on our SoundCloud page.
According to Liburd, rehearsals have already started on the St. Kitts and will start this week on Nevis.
The Grandmasters Band has been contracted to provide musical accompaniment for the competition this year, and the Grandmasters Band has actually started rehearsing on St. Kitts. So a number of calypsonians, their music is already being rehearsed, and the band is looking to do a first practice in Nevis sometime this week. And I'm told by the leader of the Grandmasters Band that sometime next weekend, he has not confirmed, but we will have the first of the Grandmasters Proud Sound Calypso tent, Nevis Culturama, in Nevis sometime on the weekend of next week. So persons can stay tuned and you'll hear some more about the launch of the Calypso tents on Nevis for Culturama 41.
The theme for this year's festival is Culture, Fete and Fun, Culturama 41. The Nevis Emergency Operating Center was today a hive of activity as part of the 2015 Trade Winds exercise. Today, persons from various response agencies as well as government were assessed on a simulated hurricane impact on the island of Nevis. We visited the disaster office at Long Point during the exercise and spoke to some of the lead persons in the exercise.
The scenario is that an hurricane by the name of Cristobal would have passed by the islands of St. Kitts and Nevis last evening and would have impacted the islands. So we are now addressing the scenarios or issues that would have be a direct response to the hurricane activity on impact on the islands. Such activity would include rough seas, there are issues with vessels being run aground, there are issues with flooding, and persons requesting evacuation. So we are looking at our emergency shelter capacities and the custodian of the keys for these emergency shelters. Our first response here on Nevis are usually the fire department, the medic, and police. So these would be engaged. But for today's activity would just be simulated activities or desktop operations. Tomorrow we'll have field activities where we will test the emergency services of the fire department and the command of the police department.
While today's exercise was tabletop exercise, there are expected to be 2 activities tomorrow, Thursday, that persons in the various communities can witness first responders in action. Coming up, the Social Services Department continues to assist teen mothers in the community. The details when we come back.
I always think of her, but then I always think of him too. He should have never forced himself on her. Help us stop the madness. If you know it, tell it. Tell 1-800-8477-TIPS.
Culture, Fet and Fun. Culturama 41.
Welcome back. The Social Services Department, through the Gender Affairs Division, continues to assist young mothers in the community. Last week, the department hosted a career exposition where a number of young ladies were exposed to a number of possible career choices at an event at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall.
The Teen Mothers Program commenced officially at the Department of Social Services in 2012. And we sought in this program over the past 3 years to equip the teen mothers on Nevis with the necessary skills and competencies that they would need to survive in the world of work and beyond.
During her remarks, counselor in the department and coordinator of the Second Chance Teen Mothers Program, Ivorcia Brown, spoke about a previous activity that assisted the young ladies.
Our first session was held on Friday, 8th May, and it was dubbed The Best in Me, and it was a professional development workshop. Here, the mothers had 4 different facilitators who came in to do sessions on resume writing, and all of them left that day with a resume, which I asked each and every one of them to bring today. I hope most of them have their resumes. We had sessions on mastering every interview, what to do, what not to do. We had a session on workplace etiquette. When you get the job, how do you keep the job at the end of the day? So the teen mothers were exposed to several different topics. They were given aptitude testing to see which area of work they would be keen in or interested in. And I'm sure the girls had a great time and they learned a lot during that first session.
Gender Affairs Supervisor Laureen Archibald presented the young ladies at the career exposition with certificates of completion.
This morning, you are given another experience different from May 8th, which was self-development, which was a self-development and professional workshop. Over the next few hours, you will be meeting and interacting with persons from various professional backgrounds, as well as representatives from various institutions at this career exposition. This program was done specially to broaden your base of knowledge and experience so that you would be better able to handle new challenges, solve problems, and overcome difficult situations. To the teen mothers, becoming pregnant is not the end of the world, for everyone sometimes deviates from what is expected of them.
In previous years, the program engaged the teen mothers on Saturday mornings to teach them life skills. This year saw a departure from that, where there were 2 workshops in the month of May. Last evening, we learned of the death of Mr. David Wade, known in the reggae circles as Watusi, and a few years ago, he burst on the calypso scene with the name by surprise. Watusi was also a very well-known and animated taxi driver, serving tourists when they came to the island. He, in his musical exploits, produced at least 1 video which showcased the island. May he rest in peace.
For the green flash, but it was over in Nevis, on Nevis Beach, and the sunshine bar, kicking back, sipping killer bees, and you're looking for the green flash. That's a place I love to be. I live my life so stress-free. That's a place I'd rather be. With the sand and the sun and the ocean right beside me. I've been to so many places, I've seen so many faces. Some I do remember, some I don't. Whoa. I sit in all kind of reasoning in all of the seasons. And times I walk away and times I won't. No, not be in oblivion, neither shall you feel denied. Faces come and faces go, go. Moving in your mistakes, looking in the good times. Just like the breeze and blow, blow. Where did I first meet you at? Where did I first meet you at? Was it St. Thomas? Must have been Totola, could have been Anguilla, or maybe Costa Rica, but it was over in Nevis, on Nevis Beach, the sunshine bar, kicking back, sipping killer bees, and you're looking for the green flash. But it was over in Nevis, Nevis Beach, the sunshine bar, kicking back, sipping killer bees, and you're looking for the green flash. That's a place I love to be. I live my life so stress-free. That's a place I'd rather be. With the sand and the sun and the ocean right beside of me.
Venice Beach, sunshine bar, kicking back.
That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Have a pleasant evening.